The job tracker has built-in guidance per stage that your job moves through. Let me show you how that surfaces in the platform. So let's come over to a job that is in the bookmarked stage. And you can see here that you've got this guidance green bar. And when you click and expand it, it's going to give you some tips and actions that you can take per stage. So this one's pretty simple. It's kind of about reviewing and making sure you want to apply. You can check it. Nothing happens in particular. It's just for yourself. It keeps track of this, of those steps. But the next step would be to move it to applying. So let's move it to applying. And now you can see you get new steps of guidance. So get a referral, right? That's a great way to get into a company. And then if you look at these links, they do different things. So here, check if you know anyone at TurnUp on LinkedIn. If you click that, what it's going to do is it's going to take you over to LinkedIn. It defaults to people in first degree. We're Tina Miller, who's an account with not very many connections. So let's go ahead and turn that off. And now you can see these are people at TurnUp. And you can quickly filter. So it's going to default it to anybody you know, because it's just using a URL, and you log into LinkedIn, it'll take you straight to that page on your account, just using your existing account, nothing we're doing. And so, I would recommend looking for potentially someone in recruiting or talent. We could filter that, but that starts to get pretty tight. So maybe you know someone else. And so that's how you could look and see, and whoever you're confident and willing to send a message to. Then we might say bookmark it, which I'll show you what that process would look like. Say I wanted to, this person who's in, we know each other. Well, that person's got the LinkedIn member, I guess. So this person, I'll try to write the CEO directly, right? And I could use the Chrome extension, and I could save them, and I can attach them to the job. But we'll get into that in the contacts part of the job tracker, the job tracker. And ask a contact for an introduction. If you click that, that's going to take you to the email templates. And I'm going to do a video per mode, but what you can see is these are shortcuts to various things within the platform. Best practices for informational interviewing. That'll take you to one of our blog articles on ways to do that. So I would highly recommend that you use the guidance. It's got a lot of tips and tricks. And as you do them, you can check them, and then it'll give you % complete. You want to customize your resume. It'll take you over to the resume builder. Customize a cover letter. Identify a recruiter, searching for recruiters in particular, and then submit the application. Take it over to the job application. And then once you've applied, you want to follow up and make sure you get that feedback. So if you click that, it'll take you to the follow-up email template. This account's not upgraded, so you get one template per stage. I'll do a version of Teal Plus so you can see all of the templates. Then when you go to interviewing, you're going to get other guidance. Research and prepare. Research the company. Research the interviewers. Review the job description. You can say, yes, I did that. And so it operates as a bit of a checklist for you of all the steps and crossing your T's and dotting your I's as you go through the job search. Practice interviewing. You can watch our course on work styling and how to style an interviewer. Understanding your work style. Behavioral interview questions. We've got a whole database and Airtable that's public of questions that you can test. And then your star stories, test your tech. So these are all just like best practices and things that you should do. And then in negotiating, we've got a spreadsheet for a budget calculator, your market value. And as you go through these, you can find tips. And so that's really the point of the guidance. You don't have to do these, but they're kind of known best practices per stage that are right there for you. The only other one that has kind of some implications is that when you're in the applying stage and you go to your home of Teal, those are going to be the ones that populate the priorities. And as you work through those stages, it'll give you your % complete to get applications out. That's really what we want you to do, is focus on getting your applications out, which are ultimately would drive your percentage towards your goal of 5 per week, or however you adjust that. But that is how you use the guidance. Each job will have that there. You can collapse it, but read them, use what you want. They tend to be shortcuts that'll save you time as you go through your job search.